What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the kid back here again, Matty Bo, back in the flesh. Today we're going to be going over one of the most asked questions on my channel, and that is about hashtags, the hashtag strategy. Also, we're going to be going over why some of your hashtags have not been reaching the amount of people that it should have been recently, why you may have seen a drop in hashtag engagement, sometimes why it may be zero. All of that will be covered today. We're also going to be going over my own personal hashtag strategy, what got me to 1 million followers on my 10 accounts. Basically, I'm using the same strategy across all of my accounts, so I know it definitely works. So if you guys want to see more of this, make sure you guys subscribe, because you guys can always unsubscribe if you guys want in the future. We're going to be going over the strategies that these other Instagram gurus do not want you to know, because they don't want extra competition. They're just going to give you the base information, but in this video, we're diving in, you know what we're doing. But lucky for you guys, we just came out of the shower, feeling nice, squeaky and clean. Ooh, ready for these fire tips. We got the baby face on deck. You know what time it is. It's time to get into the video. I promise this is the last thing I talk about before I get into the video, guys. But if you guys have been with me for a while and you've been wondering where I have been for the last 2 weeks, I have some big news for the channel. If you guys want to hear more updates in the future of this channel, make sure you stick around to the end, because I'll be showing you guys what I bought, and it's huge. I'm really excited, and I'm so happy right now about the content and the future of this channel. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So all of the timestamps will be in the description right next to the like button. If you guys want to skip around in the video, if there's any specific questions that you guys want to know, make sure you guys are using and taking advantage of the timestamps. But here we go. Let's figure out why some of you guys are getting lower engagement recently. So recently, with all of the elections going on, all of these crazy Biden and Trump advertisements going around, people have been seeing a lot less reach and impressions for their hashtags. And if you haven't already noticed on the Instagram app, it actually tells you that you're going to be getting lower reach and engagement just because of the election. And the reasoning is something like, we took out recent hashtags to prevent the spread of misinformation. And I guess that kind of makes sense. Again, just knowing this, our hashtags won't be getting as much reach as it usually will. And this is very common. I've been getting so many messages recently, and I see this on my own accounts as well. So don't worry about this. After the elections, it should go back to normal, but I just want to make sure that all of you guys know about this, because this is something new. And again, Instagram always does these sneaky updates, and if you're not on top of your game, if you're not watching my videos, and if you aren't subscribed, you're not going to know about this, and you're going to be wondering why your hashtags are getting lower reach. So with that out of the way, let's talk about why sometimes you get 0 impressions, or sometimes the hashtags don't even show up when you're looking at your insights. It will just not even be there, it's just gone. And when this happens, you're 99.9% shadow banned, because hashtags don't really work that way. If you're using hashtags on your post, then you're definitely going to get some kind of reach, or it's not going to be missing. Hashtags are simple, right? You put it on your post and it works, and if it's not working, it's because you're shadow banned. And you get shadow banned because you're going too fast, doing too many actions, whether it's following, liking, commenting, DMing. Any of that can trigger the shadow ban, and what that means is basically Instagram will just stop promoting you as much as the account next to you, or an account as similar to yours. So when you're shadow banned, Instagram won't tell you. You kind of hence the term shadow ban. It's they're kind of keeping it in the shadows, in the darkness, I guess. But this probably won't be the answer that you want to hear, but there is no way to get unshadow banned, because they don't even tell you that you're shadow banned. It's just a commonly known thing. There's no report a problem, anything like that. All you can really do is just wait. And sometimes I suggest, if you're a brand new account, under 500 followers, you might as well just restart already, because your account is so small. And in the time that you're waiting to get unshadow banned, you can grow a whole new account. And even if you want to keep the old account, just spend time growing a new account. And I've made a video on this, why it's important to grow multiple accounts, and I could talk about it more in this, but that video is so in depth that you're not going to want to miss it. If you guys want to watch it, it'll be in the description anywhere on the screen. But the only tips I can give you on being shadow banned is to just slow down and not do too many actions at once. Also keep in mind that following, commenting, liking, DMing, they're all a part of this action category. So if you're doing, if you follow 50 people and then DM 50 people, it's gonna trigger on your account that you're spamming essentially, and you're gonna get shadow banned, and there's really nothing you can do about it. It's really unfortunate and I don't really see it happening to too many people. I usually see people get action blocked first. So I made a video about this before, about how to actually find your hashtags, but Instagram since then has removed that feature, which was the recent features on the hashtag where you can find suggested or related hashtags to it. Now that's not a big problem, there's just more steps involved, and I'll be showing you guys exactly how I do it, so don't worry. Most people here on YouTube and Instagram, they'll tell you to just get hashtags from an app or website, and sometimes you'll even get ads for that, but I'm here to tell you that that is not the move, especially since I know a lot of people watching my videos are small pages, so these really don't cater towards you guys, the small pages. These hashtag strategies and just copying and pasting off websites or just someone else, it'll work for their account because more than likely their page has more followers. They'll be able to get more reach. They'll be able to access these huge hashtags that have over 1 million posts to them. The main thing that you know about hashtags is that it basically works different for every single page on the internet. For example, let's look at some of my car pages. I have around 8 car pages with 1 million followers, and to be completely honest, within the past year and a half, I have literally on all 8 pages, I've used the same hashtag set for the past year and a half, every single day, 2 posts a day. I'm not good at math, but 8 times 2 is 16 times 365 is a lot of posts. And let me tell you, from all of this data from me posting using the same hashtags, I'll just be the first one and just tell you that hashtags work differently for each account. For example, I have a small drifting page, and keep in mind I started all of these pages at the same time, so some of these pages are at 200,000 followers, some of them are sitting at 50,000, and keep in mind I'm using the same hashtags. The only difference is the theme. It's more like a sub theme because it's all car niches. It's just like Honda, Subaru, you know, like a sub niche. So the only difference is the sub niche and the content that I'm posting. The only thing that you can really like get out of this from using the same hashtags and same theme is that hashtags work differently for every account, every single post, everything. Like, you can't expect someone else's hashtag set to work exactly the same for you. That's just not how it works. As long as you know this going into this, then you should have no problem. There should be no questions asked, but you need to know this key thing. If you don't keep this in mind moving forward, then whenever you get lower impressions and reach on your post, you're gonna think that it's something other than your content, when in reality, all that matters is your content. Another example right here, I have this 86 page. I posted the same photo / video multiple times, and yet they all perform differently whenever I post it using the same exact hashtags. You can see right here, I use the same set of hashtags. This one has way more views than the other. Really, the only things hashtags will do will boost your post. If you keep that in mind, then you're gonna be able to move forward on Instagram and grow your account. Because if you know that basically the reason why your account is not growing is because of your posts, not your hashtags, then you're gonna be growing way faster. It's all about your content. Like, a lot of people think that their account is doing bad, but all I can say is you're posting bad content. And the biggest things when it comes to content is the timing. So if you have a viral piece of content and there's tons of other repost pages posting the same thing, it's not gonna go as viral. It's not gonna do as well, obviously, but again, like, this same piece of content posted like 6 months from now, no one's gonna be posting it, and you already have the proof right here that it's doing super well. So if you post it 6 months in the future, you know it's gonna do really well already. Again, a lot of you guys think that your account is bad, but in reality, it's just you're posting really bad stuff. And I've made a video showing you guys where to get the best content in order to hit the explore page, and you can watch that description above on the screen. It's a really long video in depth, and I'm showing you guys the absolute best chance to hit explore, like calculated, and it's finding posts that have already hit explore. That's just the best way to do it. I found a program, you guys can watch that video. As long as you keep this in mind moving forward, I think that you should have no problem growing, because a lot of people get unmotivated. They just stop posting because they think their account is bad, but it's really either the content or your theme. That's all that matters. That's why I have 8 car pages. I started every single one of them at the exact same time. So you tell me why one of the car pages has 200,000 followers and one of them has 50,000. That is a 150,000 follower difference using the same hashtags, posting twice a day, 365 times a day. There should be no reason. The only variable in this situation, so the sub niche is different and the content is different. That's the only thing. There's no other reason why these accounts should have such a big difference in followers, if that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna show you guys the best method to find hashtags, because hashtags are really important. Don't think that I'm like putting down hashtags because they really are important. It's just the way you guys find them may not be the best way to grab them. A lot of people suggest grabbing hashtags from apps or websites, or just in fact just copying another person. It's a pretty simple strategy if you pay attention to the amount of posts per hashtag, and you can see that by clicking on the hashtag, looking at the top and seeing how many posts it has. And this is really important because it shows you how many people are posting to this hashtag. Obviously, posts with over 1 million will have more people looking at it, but it'd also be harder to rank on that. So it's very simple. All you have to do is find 10 hashtags under 100,000 posts, find 10 hashtags under 500,000 posts, find 5 hashtags from 500,000 to 1 million posts, and then find another 5 hashtags above 1 million. You're able to use 30 hashtags per post, so that is a very good way to spread them out. Make sure you're reaching everyone on Instagram, so you'll be first ranking in the hashtags below 100,000. Once people are seeing your content, your post from your hashtags with below 100,000, more people start to watch it. It'll start cycling into the 500,000 and then the million post in the hashtags. If your post is doing really well, it'll keep going up that cycle. It's just you kind of need that boost, especially if your account is brand new. There's many ways to find hashtags. The easiest way is to just look around at your competitors and just click on each hashtag one by one. Try to create that list. Make sure you have all of the hashtags from 100,000 to above 1 million. If they don't have the hashtags that you're looking for, just go to the hashtag section on Instagram, search up random keywords. You can also just look on Google, just type in car hashtags, whatever your theme is. If it's about food, type in food hashtags, just search all of them up. It's something that might take you 20 to 30 minutes, but it's something you also only have to do once. Once you have your set hashtags, that's all you have to do. You're pretty much done. Some of you guys may use these hashtags on your next post and it may perform worse than your other set of hashtags, but again, if you guys have been listening to this video, it's not really about the hashtags. The hashtags will only boost your post if it's good enough to be boosted in the first place. So just keep that in mind. Even if it does get less reach and less impressions than your previous set of hashtags, don't worry, because again, I've shown you guys my accounts that I've been growing for a year and a half. In reality, if the other set of hashtags did better, that just means that your content was better. So in reality, try that same piece of content with a new set of hashtags. I'll be showing you guys how to paste your hashtags so you never have to go back to your notes, copy and paste it. I'm pretty sure this only works on iPhone. I don't have an Android, so I'm sorry for you guys, but I'm sure there's an option for you guys. Just Google how to text replacement on Android. On iPhone, you're gonna wanna go to your settings, scroll down to general, click on keyboard, click on text replacement, go into your notes, copy your hashtags, and then paste it, and then pick some kind of shortcut. Like mine is just exclamation point, exclamation point. So I type double exclamation point, it pastes my hashtag so I don't have to go back and copy and paste it. This is a huge tip. It saves you so much time. Also, another tip, post your hashtags in the comments, because if you don't, it just looks spammy and gross. That could have something to do with the views you get on your post as well, because some people just don't really like that. That voice cracked, but some people just don't really like that. But yeah, this is really good timing because I actually just got a sale on my phone from my brand. And if you guys don't know, I actually run this page. A lot of people on Instagram start dropshipping or e-commerce stores. Then this is what I started with my car pages. I built this brand with all my car pages that has 118,000 followers. So this is why I have been gone, guys. I got this monstrosity of a machine, and it's basically just a big printer, so I can print out posters, vinyl, and basically this is allowing me to produce everything in-house instead of ordering and testing out samples and having it being shipped here. It was a very expensive purchase, but this is something that I can make content on. I'll be showing you guys how I grew that e-commerce store, my brand page, to 118,000 followers, the best strategies, all the sneaky tips and everything I did. And that brand store, e-commerce store, is basically how I'm surviving, how I'm paying off all of this. And I'm just really excited for the future of the channel. I'm glad all of you guys are sticking around, and let me know if you guys want to see this. I know I'm gonna be posting videos on this anyways, but if you guys let me know, then that's really cool too. All right, sorry for the really messy room, guys, but this is basically what it can do. It just prints out these stickers. So These are actually really high quality stickers, and you can just peel them off right here. Some of you guys may make fun of me for selling stickers, but let me tell you this, I am making over 2,000% profit, so suck my dick. Like, people just don't make that, right? I really don't want to talk about this too much, but in reality, this is a giant piece of like plastic paper, and this whole thing costs $100. However, on the whole roll, I can print over $10,000 worth of product onto it and sell it. But I'm saving this for a different video, but I just wanted to show you guys this because I'm really stoked, and like, I don't know, I just can't like stop smiling anymore. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys actually stayed until the end, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Apologize for the lack of videos. Subscribe, like, comment, make sure you guys tell me what you guys want to see next, and we'll get back on that grind, baby. Peace out.